Hello for the 21st Sunday in Ordinary Time using the Gospel reading and the first reading from Isaiah 22:19 to 23. And then the Gospel reading, of course, Matthew continued, Matthew 16:13 to 20. And I call this the keys to the car, the house, the bank, the heart. Well, you know, who do people say that I am? Jesus asks. And they tell him prophets or John the Baptist. But who do you say that I am? And then Peter blurts out, You are the Christ, the Son of the living God. Blessed are you, Peter, for upon you I'll build my church. Church. That's a loaded word. So I went back to an old book. It's over 50 years old. It's a Catholic dictionary. The pages are dirty and brown. And I looked up the word church. It's sort of interesting. I found 8 meanings for the word church, and I'm just going to tell you about them. Okay, quick. 1, what's a church? A place of Christian worship. A place. 2, all the people in communion with the Pope. The millions of Roman Catholic with Pope Francis. Groupings like the Western Church or the Maronite Church in the East. 4, Christians of a particular diocese or a town, like Lexington, Kentucky, or like Corinth in the Holy Land. 5, a single family of Christians. Well, we didn't hear that one too often. A small group, a family of Christians. 6, the pastors of the church. Is the church. Remember, Christ said, if your brother or sister has something against you, go tell them, and they don't believe you. Take them to the pastors of the church. Here's the church. And if they don't believe the church, treat them like a pagan. Interesting. 7, those who are in the clerical state, like the Roman collar people, the clerics. Everybody else is just a layman, a layperson. Well, by golly, the church is made up and is more important with the layman than it is the clergy. Well, it's shown in the people of God in the Old Testament, the people of God in the Old Testament who were special, and the lay people who is the multitude of people in the Christian church or in the Roman Catholic Church. Don't ever count out the laity. And then finally, it's extended to the ancient non-Catholic churches like the Eastern churches. That's the church. And Jesus said to Peter, You are Peter, and upon this rock, Peter means rock, and so upon this rock, you, Peter, I'll build my church. And he has built it over the centuries. And there are many people in this church of Jesus Christ. That's Peter's responsibility. And Peter's responsibility has been passed down all through the ages, through all the popes, unto Pope Francis today. I think that's worth reviewing. But he asked not only the apostles, and he asked not only for leadership, but he asked all, what do you say? What do you think? What do people say? So Jesus really asked everyone, what's the church for you? What do you think the church throughout the ages, all you people, say it is? And it's true as far as the leadership in the church is important. So we can have good popes and we have bad popes, but we need some coordinator. We needed some starter of the church to the beginning of the principles of the church, and that was Jesus Christ himself. And that group of 12 themselves were really instrumental in bringing people together in a building, in a spot. But the essence is in the Old Testament, sort of the Old Testament church, the people of God, the Jews. And in the New Testament, the people of Jesus Christ, assembling in their buildings or just assembling in places. That's the church. Hmm. Periodically, we have some good people and some bad people, some good leaders and some bad leaders. And he gives Peter the keys to the kingdom, the keys to the church. What's that mean? You know, we have keys for your car. When the adolescent is 16, 17, they hear your son, daughter, keys to the car, keys to the house. You know, the keys to the bank, keys to people's hearts, the keys to the church. Um, some good ones and some bad ones. That first reading has to do with another person, and that other person, I had to look this up for you quick, is Shebna. Shebna was a royal steward or a treasurer in the court of King Hezekiah in Judah. Shebna, first reading, he was wicked, deceitful, proud man, conspired with the Syrians against Rome and against Jerusalem. Shebna, he was ejected from office by God's judgment and replaced with Eliakim. God's judgment, and he no longer got the keys to the temple or the keys in the kingdom of the Old Testament. Well, Peter is given the keys to the Church of Jesus Christ, and it is a monumental task. We pray always in every Mass for our leader, the Pope, and the bishops. And we need, and I think we have, but I think we need a good follower of Peter. And Peter was a good, weak maybe, boisterous often, but we need help. But the key is, what is the church? I think Jesus Christ asked you, who do you think the people think I am? Who do you think I am? And are you a believer in this church of Jesus Christ? It goes on and on and on, ups and downs, on and on and on, downs and ups. But it really is important that you always get back to the people of God in the Old Testament and the new people of God in the New Testament and in the church of Jesus Christ. We ought to be proud. We ought to know it, live it, support it, and pass it on. I think that's a nice gospel to meditate on this weekend. Have a good day.